We're on a plane.
Who would do that?
That's crazy.
Lawyers on a plane.
Welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Miles Edgeworth.
Hi.
Here we go.
Wow, long
How
time
we
no
doing?
see.
No.
It's been
Yeah.
like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last one was short. It's fine.
Yeah. God
Why?
damn it! I forgot to fix that.
Law time!
Hi,
Law
Jeremy. Thank
time.
you. It's law time.
Why does Edgeworth have long hair, by the way?
That's his
Who,
like.
me?
What?
No.
What?
Like what you're seeing isn't his hair. It's like his scarf.
Cravat.
Oh, the ascot in the
cravat.
front of his. Oh.
Yeah.
Cravat.
cravat. Yeah.
Also, shoutouts to Dachi.
Dachi.
Yeah.
What? She made
What
his
could they
faces.
possibly have done?
Thank you, Dachi.
Yeah.
I do like being Francisca, even though I don't voice her.
Yeah.
Francisca is so cool.
I love Francisco.
I like my pencil taped to the side of my head.
Yeah,
He's funny.
Jay's-
It might be a
Jay's
little hard
pencil
to
is
see,
taped.
but yeah,
It's taped because Jay doesn't have ears.
yeah.
Fucking years.
We're back.
So easy.
Hi, Sleepy.
Hang on, let me. Game is quiet.
Oh, right. I have to be very unsleepy.
Last
Yay,
time we were
over
gonna go
here.
check out the shop.
Yep,
Yeah.
and I'm here.
With Miss Eepy over here. You did
And I'm
nothing
gone.
wrong, I'm sure.
Right.
So, this is the in-flight shop. It's quite the mess in here.
You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then.
Hold on! You can't clean up a potential crime scene! Boop. I
Oh,
boop your snoot.
oh, I've been booped.
No.
Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much.
I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. This
Tanuki or
Tanuki bank.
Yes.
There's a very
Cat.
good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit.
Let me know how audio is, by the way, chat. First of all,
Stop staring at me with
suitcases
those empty
remind
old
me?
eyes.
The glass from this display's case doors shattered all over the floor. It looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait. Actually, I think there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat?
oh,
Wear it?
Wear it, please.
I would love it.
I'm the captain now.
There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases.
You know what I'd suggest?
Sorry, but I've no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip.
Okay, well, how about you buy something for me then, as a present?
Now, I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything.
Oh, but I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time.
Write that down. Write that
Try
down.
paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk.
Okay.
There you go.
I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you, a woman, a present. What are these?
Bruxious suitcases.
Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases.
They're so beautiful and well designed.
Mm-hmm. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it.
Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy.
No way! But either way, it doesn't really matter.
True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded the plane?
Oh,
Anyway, see that? Just look at all the Captain Ugo heads painted on there. He's a cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out at you?
Gumshoe?
There's certainly making something jump inside my stomach.
Yes.
Huh? Oh, I guess there's no fooling your refined taste.
Huh? Nani?
You looked like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was finally gonna make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Glad that's done though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
But I never showed any interest in it to begin with.
It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You wanna know something? The suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda.
Oh no.
Miss Tenero designed this?
Yeah, it was a company-wide contest.
Well, it does have a very sharp design sense.
Hasn't it stabbing my eyes?
Sharp, like stinky sharp cheddar maybe. I really have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go with it. It's so blah.
Miss Tenero designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected.
Graphic design is my passion.
Oh,
You okay?
I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Neal. Letting a suitcase freely roll around has got to be a safety violation.
I didn't really look at that. Hang on.
Here, I'll put it back though.
Oh, that was a logic point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Oh yeah.
There's no evidence here.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
I'm gonna look at that real quick.
Oh,
Oh,
The suitcase.
Brain
shaping
blast!
things to roll in-flight suitcase displays can be hazardous. Okay.
Miss Neal, I'm having a stroke.
Ugh.
I'm genius.
Oh,
Eureka!
should I call somebody?
Inside this display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale.
We sell a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something. But some people buy them even when nothing's going on. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Care to buy one?
I sense that this shop is one shopper away from being sued. There are all kinds of luxury name brand merchandise for sale in this display case. They're all lined up in such a manner as to scream, "Buy me," to any passers-by.
Oh, that's not a logic point. Damn it.
Nah.
Uh,
What about this couch?
But that little guy in a coat rack.
Oh wow, the couch is actually something. Never mind.
oh, never mind. It's the stuffed toys.
Directly to my right, stuffed toys, just like the one Ms. Neal is holding on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly.
How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed.
Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse? Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that?
Oh, come on.
Oh, somebody
Punch
lost
it.
their hat.
Punch
He
the
can take
plush.
it. He's a tough guy.
Yeet the plushie.
Beautiful flowers in a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just by looking at them.
Well, you're kind of stepping on a few of them, you know, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
I do love flowers.
And you went right back.
Anyway. What's this? Oh, the floor.
What is that?
On the floor.
Nothing.
There
Come
we go.
on, surely.
Hello.
Nope, it's me actually.
okay.
I don't know much about this shop, but you can still ask me about whatever.
You know what?
So,
Sure.
like, what's your sign or whatever?
Stop.
50% off sale?
Good one. So, what do you think about what has happened regarding this case?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I think you're the killer though, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can assure you that I'm here in this. I can assure you that I'm here in this shop to prove just the opposite. Cousin it?
Yeah, but it was me that got you the permission to look around, you know? So don't forget that, okay?
Immediately out again.
How am I supposed to thank you properly if you insist on falling asleep?
Well, you know what would really show your thanks? You see that item for sale over there?
Sorry, but you're going to have to make do with my words of appreciation.
Aww.
You know I gotta present the badge to her.
Badge.
Hang on, you got a badge. Hang on.
Badge.
Oh, I'd love to have this piece of jewelry. Can I have it? Can I?
No, you may not. This is a prosecutor's badge.
Pooey. Well, then why'd you show it to me? Come on.
I wanted to prove to you that I really am a prosecutor. And that it's not possible for a prosecutor like me to commit such a crime as... Ignore the previous case I solved where a prosecutor committed murder.
Well, that hasn't happened
2
yet.
days.
Yeah, this
Give
is
me
actually
these
before then.
This is before.
Yeah, this is
When did that
before.
happen?
It is
Here's
not
before.
possible for a prosecutor like me to commit murder. That's illegal.
Just like Von Karma.
I see. Unlike my father,
Which one?
stepfather,
My elevator father, wait.
you, Saps, you're my daddy. I
call
see
me
that I'm
that.
just wasting my time with cousin Hair. With cousin
fine.
Hair over here.
Cousin
I made
hair.
that joke.
That's pretty
I made
good.
that joke first.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
She's dead inside.
No, I'm just sleepy all the time.
Logic!
See, I don't know you're pressing the button, so it always surprises me when it happens.
Edgeworth starts snowboarding in his mind.
To the Mind Palace.
I saw it for a
What are you
second.
doing?
I thought, but maybe not.
What are you doing,
I
Mr.
think you just saw the
Edgeworth?
speech bubble with chamomile.
Okay.
All right, let's brain blast.
You know what that means?
I guess it's brain blast
Jump scare.
time.
Are you gonna
Enough
blast,
jump scare time.
blast your brain?
I like to think that Edgeworth's Mind Palace has a butler. Like a really buff butler.
A buffler.
It's Gumshoe.
I'm inside the
It's like a.
suitcase.
No, Gumshoe's the pool boy.
No, everyone is Gumshoe.
I don't see how any of these fit together, though.
Why is this water so dirty?
Like, maybe the suitcase because it's hazardous and the broken glasses, but...
You, whatever the buffler is wearing, it's too small.
Fuck it. I've connected the dots! No!
You didn't
couldn't
connect
connect
shit.
You ain't connected shit!
Fuck!
We'll do it every time.
Hat and Ugo? Well, no,
Well,
because...
no, that doesn't go on this. This
It
goes
goes
on the
on the-
plushie.
Okay, fair.
This plane is an incredible OSHA violation. Are you sure there's nothing else?
This airship.
Can I go back? No, I can't.
Ah, so everything is in here.
Okay, well, literally the only thing left to do is Brain Blast, but I do not know how they fit together.
Well,
Uh-oh.
you could also present things to Cammy.
Oh, you know what?
right?
That's true.
No. Let's present some...
Yeah.
Let's give Cammy some
That's
presents.
alright.
That's what she wanted.
Oh, I love that.
You want... Nope, not that.
You want a profile?
Tell me about yourself. Oh,
Okay.
I can't present
No.
profiles, never mind.
Yeah.
That's a
Cool.
different
That.
video game. I think that's only Ace Attorney 2, maybe?
Only.
Miss Rhoda said that this piggy bank was in the shop, right? Don't you find her a tiny bit suspicious?
I don't think I can say either way yet. There's not enough evidence to convince me that she was lying about anything back there.
Are you sure about that?
Oh?
So what is that? Are you gonna give it to me? Ooh, but I'm not supposed to accept any presents.
You asked me for presents earlier.
Yeah, but you know, unless they're really worth something, you know.
How about...
The
Your
man's wallet.
testimony.
Well, yeah, what about the stop?
Like I said earlier, I was the one answering people's calls while we were refueling in Zhengfa. And Mr. Hicks was in his seat at that time.
What time was that again?
He called at around 5 a.m. You were at your seat around then too, you know.
I do recall people calling for service around that time. Even if this turns out to be a waste of time, I must stand firm. I just know that there's a vital clue or two awaiting me here in this shop.
What were you guys saying to present?
The wallet full of money.
Take the money.
Nope, you don't.
Ah.
I mean, you do care, but no.
There was no money in it. It's not worth anything.
I guess that's true.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So, the corpse? I don't think I care about that.
Your statement.
You elaborate on your statement.
You don't care about your statement. Okay.
I don't care about the things I already told you. Nope. That's a photo. What am I supposed to do with that?
Okay, you don't
That
care.
wine's already
We already
spilled. I
found.
can't drink that. I'm already
Well,
smart.
then we
We,
Come
presented
on.
everything.
we presented
That's not
the
it.
bank and the phone, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe there's money in the bank. Nope.
Ooh.
Money in the bank.
Does
Okay.
X do anything now that we don't have anyone actually following us?
X, no.
Got it.
Okay, well. I'm gonna start throwing things together. I've connected the dots!
You connected.
Yes!
Good shit.
Yeah, I've connected shit. The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see.
Why?
Yeah.
Because
it's a
all
tiny
the
hat.
plushies does.
Okay.
I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case.
I guess because they're depicting the same character. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this
Lots
mean
of
the killer
craftsmanship.
broke the glass to get at it?
Okay, well. Hopper must have shattered the display case glass to get it.
Huh? Really?
Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop.
Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So come on, how should I know anything? Come on now.
I sense that further inspection of this display case is in order.
Okay.
Further.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
I can deduce here.
You can.
Let me actually look first.
The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to take this piggy bank. But it's a bit odd the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shards. Plus, the glass broke rather cleanly.
Ah!
What is it?
I touched the glass and it cut my fingy.
First aid!
Oh no.
Not the thingy.
It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth. It hurts.
Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own.
This is me at school.
Gosh.
Like a paper cut. I need band-aid.
I need a
You know that-
band-aid.
I have to teach the kids you don't always need a band-aid for every injury.
Goyu Airlines related books line the shelf. The history of Goyu Airlines, the future of Goyu Airlines. The 7 wonders of Goyu, fight on Goyu Airlines. Working name Goyu Airlines. You go you wink. The tires make it very clear they won't be making the top sellers list anytime soon. Is this the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator?
Yeah, that's a paperweight of the founder of Goyu Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. On the bottom shelf, we have the cute one. The middle shelf is the realistic one. And on the top shelf, that's the floral version.
The floral version of him.
Yes.
Floral? Are you sure about that? Let me guess, you just said the first thing that came to your mind, right? Right. Looks like hit the bullseye.
Oh, looks like at the bullseye.
Good. Okay, let's deduce.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
No
Not
way.
at all.
Could it be
Impossible.
where this used to go?
Oh god! There's definitely something very unusual about this.
About what?
If the killer had broken the glass to get at the Captain Ugo bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that.
However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case.
No, there isn't.
Which means the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence right through the glass.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time, too.
Huh? That's nice.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Ugo bank from here after the turbulence.
All right.
Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Meal, and listen when I'm talking.
Oh yeah.
Whack.
But the murder occurred
Whack.
before the turbulence.
Wait.
Wow. Which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility.
But then what if the killer went to take Captain Hugo? They broke the glass by accident.
The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could have.
Oh, and who would that be?
Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
Miss Rhoda Tenero, hmm?
Hmm.
Is that everything? Whoop.
There's more.
Here, check.
But there's still okay.
That's what he says when
When he's
Right.
there's
done,
still
yeah.
more, right?
Yeah. Well, there's no more
no.
evidence to gather here, but there's more dialogue since there was no checkmark, I think. Or am I completely wrong on that?
There's everything here has a check mark, and the deduce thing.
Yeah.
Is
Do the
gone.
pictures?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps
I
you need
guess
to
the
talk to
pictures
Miss
But it's not
Tenero.
check marked. Sure. I'll present.
Did you check the handles?
Handles.
Yep.
Oh.
About the shop.
About the
Oh.
shop.
I got my fingy on those bad pieces of glass.
Don't blame the glass for something you did to yourself. Just be more careful.
Same to you. You're the one walking all over the broken glass. You sure you're okay?
I'm fine. Any glass I walk on, I'll crush like this.
Oh, that's nice. Is this wow? This is a weird show. Okay. Please be careful around the display case, okay? Wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Hey, Edgeworth, you're destroying evidence.
Compared to the glass around my feet, the inside of the case is nothing to be afraid of. Don't worry, Seps. I'll just update the glass's autopsy report.
You did it only once in the entire franchise.
It was the first thing he ever did. After all, no glass fragments appear to have ended up inside.
Then I guess even you can tidy up the case, right?
Perish the thought.
Present.
Gumshoe?
Oh, you want to show me stuff so
No,
bad?
I do, but I have nothing to show
So bad.
you. Logic. Oh yeah, these two.
Wouldn't less than turbulence?
Boop.
Oh, yes. There's definitely something wrong here.
What's with the sudden yelling?
Tell me, Miss Meal, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Oh, well, sure. They totally ooze strange. Like the color and the size.
That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention.
You're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator.
Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Meal. Don't you find it unusable that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous.
I wonder how Miss Rhoda would react if she'd heard what you just said. What's wrong?
She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. Oh, what's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right.
What could it be?
Ooh.
What is so unusual about this suitcase?
That.
Oh,
That.
there's no
Okay.
stoppers. It's brakes
Oh
on
my
Where are the
God. Look at the feet. James back.
There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh? As in?
As in, there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying.
And?
And so, it is very likely the suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
Why is this wheel
Open
pink?
it up. What's this?
Oh.
The wheel is completely covered in something.
Danganronpa.
The color and the scent. It appears the substance in question is grape juice.
Danganronpa was this grape juice all along?
No way.
But why would there
Wow.
be juice on the wheel of a suitcase?
Hmm. Can I open you?
I love
Oh my god, it's one of those monkey things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't realize. One of those sad, scary lemurs.
Why are they sad?
Look at those eyes! I was about to type in sad lemurs are gonna find it. Yes! It's right there! sad lemur royalty-free image. Oh shit, wait, is that the same face?
It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside.
Holy shit, I'm seeing the same thing. Uh-oh.
A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood.
Ah! It's blood.
It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all.
Nice.
Nice.
Heal me.
Yummy, yummy.
You don't need healing.
I do.
So, explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder?
I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used the suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps?
But aren't you just talking about the cloth then?
That alone is too small. A larger item wouldn't be needed to move for what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used this suitcase to transport is
The body.
Oh.
something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood.
I knew that suitcase was suspiciously large.
Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it?
Okay. Okay.
But
In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
so you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly. And what is it?
Nothing. Just that I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Probably. Yeah.
Yay! I'm back! I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seats.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the 2 sites. Under your supervision, of course.
I have figured out her hair.
Yeah?
It's one of those keys from Skyward Sword you have to twist and slowly put it into the lock.
Yeah.
Yeah. If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way I can. Mr. Edgeworth?
Sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch over everything together. Eee!
I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, regarding what Miss Mia reminded me about Miss Tenero, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Ah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sure, I'll save.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Go ahead
Love to
and save
save
there.
progress.
Yeah.
Dude, save?
Oh, we've arrived at the airport now. Oops.
Oh, spoilers! Hi. You!
I see you. I see you.
The pink girl's cute.
Yeah.
True. What?
I know
is
that's
on
once
her
we.
back?
Oh, but it's for ghosts. I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Tenero and Miss Mia, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Tenero in private. So I'm left wondering just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation.
Whomst.
Lunar.
You.
I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth.
I mean, listen to this!
I didn't think that was actually happening!
Little sister! Oh, it's so good to see.
Right, the music.
I miss you.
Hi, Francisca!
Hi,
Hello,
Francisca.
Missed you.
I'm so happy. Francisca, I thought you were still in Germany.
I go where I am needed. And wherever there are criminals to be caught.
Oh, excellent. Her name is Franziska von Karma. The daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. And she's my little sister.
Don't push it.
No, little sister, let me give you a noogie.
Let go of me at this instant, Miles Edgeworth.
Whip, 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 whip.
Whip, 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 whip.
Edgeworth dodges all of it.
Enters bullet time. Oh, you.
This is
More
how we
noogies.
bond.
Yeah. Just like when we were children. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are.
Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I am placing you under arrest.
What?
It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day.
What did I do to you? Oh, right, Dad. Sorry.
When a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame?
Again, Dad. Wait, it has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim.
A misunderstanding. I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor, then beat him to death.
Francisca, do you honestly believe that I killed a man?
I I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I have investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then.
Thank you. That's as it should be.
I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for.
She's practically perfect in every way. Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together?
I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town.
Trust me, I had no intention to.
Detective Gumshoe!
Yes, sir, yes. Hey,
Too slow!
I am a pig.
Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand?
She keeps hitting the same spot and I don't... No, it means Edgeworth. Oh, I'm supposed to guard him?
A simple yes or no, detective.
Yes, understood, sir. I'm sorry. You just leave it to me. I got it. Yeah.
Miles Edgeworth. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Bye, little sister.
Snap. Well, good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad that you're okay.
Thank you, Detective.
You're welcome. Yeah, I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this.
I have to admit I'm a bit curious as to what friends this guy's up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you.
Come true.
You think I'm a good detective?
Young boy.
Not a great one, but a good one.
Aw,
Oh.
Present the badge!
I will in a second.
How's the initial investigation going?
We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office. And we're taking the statements now, sir.
Sounds like Franziska. She was always good at quick responses to a case.
I'd say she was a little too quick, sir.
Well, how so?
Yeah, but, well, I rushed on over as soon as I got word on the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Miss Von Kama was already here, barking out orders at everyone, and I started crying. It was kind of creepy, as though she knew, there had been a murder or something. And had come in advance to await your friend's arrival.
That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Plus, I just still don't know why she's here in America.
In what?
There must be some backstory to all this. Alright, come, she give me the lore.
But the answer. Are you sure it's America? Are you sure, sir?
The
I
great
don't know, how do we do
American
this?
city of Los Japangelis.
Yes.
I thought it was Japanifornia, sir.
Same difference.
This is just the other side, east side, west side, it's a whole thing. But Miss Von Kama just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident.
No details.
Yep, it's a new DL7 incident, actually.
Ah, God damn it.
Oh.
No, it's kind of top secret, so she can't talk about it, even with me, sir.
Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Plus, I doubt the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to you, Detective. Although, I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine.
Well, anyway, that's all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate.
Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation. Starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Child. This child seems to be happily enjoying the sight of so many planes.
I'm all excited to see this many planes too. Just look at the size of those things.
Sap?
Sure.
Do you like planes too, mister? The balance between the main wings and the tail wings are really something, huh?
It seems this child derives his pleasure from a different aspect.
Oh, but I've also got a thing for the shape of the wings too.
Here, mister, you can stand next to me. So about the plane's wings?
Thank you, detective, for leaving me out of this conversation.
Aw.
I just like planes. Looking from behind, I think I've seen this man somewhere before.
In Soviet Russia, the world flag lunchboxes eats Jew. XDAU. F. Mr. Edgeworth, we gotta get him some water. I think he might be dying. Found it, lol. Now I feel a wave of the creative powers coming on. It's over 9,000 lols. For my next late move, it's gonna be the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Tokyo, versus the World Samurai Champion of Earth. It's gotta ruse so many burgers.
Roxers, so many boxers.
So many boxers.
Oh, God.
Phew, a good thing it was a false alarm, right, Mr. Edgeworth, I think?
The older this game gets, the cringier those references get.
And it's also saying it was already bad when it came out.
God. What year did this game first come out?
I don't know.
Google.
So the Steel Samurai is finally getting a movie?
Completely ignoring me as usual.
He's just a background character. He can't hurt you. He's just
Oh,
a
like-
background character.
he is. Oh,
This guy.
This guy is horrible. Everybody hates him except Edgeworth is absolutely starstruck.
Come on, why did I do that? Was so bad.
This man was in first class with me. He was quite shaken up by the whole affair.
Well, I'd be pretty scared too if I was caught up in a murder investigation, sir.
I did it.
Oh, different passenger. Okay.
No, it's the same guy. I made it the whole flight. I'm not scared of turbulence anymore. His life vest is proof I made it alive. It's now my prized possession.
How could you just take that from the plane?
It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. It's not gonna do. It's got nothing to do with the murder, at least.
As far
didn't
as
buy
we
it.
know.
I think.
He bought it from the shop. It's his.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was an option.
Why does she have a tank?
A tank? Oh, yeah, she does.
On her back, she's got
Yeah.
like a weird air tank. And she's a scuba diver.
Oh, it's for ghosts.
She keeps the food in there.
She puts cream whenever the things that are in the tray.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
She has so
I love
much.
that.
Yeah.
So much
What would you
so.
call that, Jay?
Whipped cream dispenser.
Okay, fine.
yeah.
We were going that way. Okay. I'll let you live for now.
Lunchland.
Cream cannon?
I'll let you live for now, Jay. Considering
I don't
yesterday.
understand.
Mayo.
It's not mayo. Not bad. I guess it's gotten big enough to warrant its own branch shops.
Oh boy, I've always wanted to give their steak lunch a try with the mayo on it.
Who?
The whipped mayo.
Which should I go with?
I recommend our airport special World's Flags lunchboxes. Only available for a limited time.
What does the tank do? What does the tank do?
We have a variety of lunchboxes made to look like different countries' flags.
That's super cool. What about the tank?
If you really want that one that badly, detective, why don't you go ahead and buy one?
Is that okay, sir? Well, thanks already. Well, I'm gonna go get one. Here I go. With the money that I have, here I go. Yep. Excuse me, miss. I'll take a Star Spangled Banner lunchbox, please.
I hope he's aware that's the most expensive one on the menu.
Anybody else?
It keeps happening.
Oh, I can go this way.
Do they not
Yeah.
explain the tank at all? What is
Why
happening?
would they? Hi.
We're back.
That's the
Hi, Ark.
captain.
Hello. Wait, that's me?
Look at that man.
Look at that swoop.
Maybe it
So-
should be Saps, actually.
You think so?
Yeah, probably.
Well, he's chamomile, so that makes sense.
I guess so.
Do your best Ark impression.
Impossible.
So
I
you
can't do
must be
American.
the captain.
Why, yes, I am. And who might you be?
I am the
his voice.
prodigy prosecutor Franziska von Karma, and I have a few questions for you.
He's so handsome.
Is that Apollo's dad? Look at the hair things.
The hair, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Wow. Don't you dare, Captain, getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do.
What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't bet money,
Apollo's
money on...
mother?
Yeah. I think we know that's not the case.
Do we?
Do we though?
I think we do.
Oh, we
wouldn't
do! Yes!
I wouldn't bet money on our dear captain to be much of a reputable person.
Sure you don't want to ask the captain about some questions, sir? You could learn some things.
He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly
Sure
doubt he would
seems
know
it.
anything of use.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Anyway, I'd like to leave that type of witness to Franziska and her whip.
Apollo's uncle, Poseidon Justice.
That man did not actually eat any more of that steak.
They
No,
didn't.
well, yeah.
I ordered
able
a
to
second
second.
one!
Oh, that'll do it.
Who?
You
Yeah, I think
Probably
you, Jay.
him.
You.
Yeah.
Yo.
Nausicaa! Yeah! Oh, this is gonna be a fun
Oh,
combo.
no, I'm sorry.
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I'm sorry, but how long do you intend to hold me? It's impossible for me to be the criminal I told you.
Mr. LeBlanc.
Oh, it's you.
Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is the money. I don't even have 1 second of wasteful time to spend.
What else do you have to say?
Did you finish taking his statement yet?
Yeah, my ears are still ringing, sir, but it's all done.
I do not concern if you are not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back.
Nick.
If
Becky.
you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay.
Art? What sort of art?
Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a whole mountain of them, large and small.
From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts.
Folk costumes? Speaking of which, Monsieur LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth.
Do I have that in evidence? No? Oh, yes, I do.
Look at the suitcase.
Yeah.
What if I just, like... Oh, goddammit. Hey, look at this.
Monsieur LeBlanc, can you please take a look at this for me?
Oh, that's a Bourguignon cloth.
As I suspected. Your hat is made of the same material, I suppose.
Yes, of course, this fabric is famous. Orders come from over the seas for war.
Okay.
I don't usually see it in red, though.
Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier.
No, my cargo this time is many gigantic. You, detective, when can I have my cargo moved?
Well, you can get your cargo back when you're done, or when we're done investigating, pal.
The stubbornness of you police! It is no good! And it is no good that attendant refuses to exit the attendant's room, too!
That attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Ms. Tenero.
How about this?
What is it? Do you have some use of me? You seem not to understand I have no time to waste. Let me put it another way. Shut up! Oh. Le temps c'est le grand. There! A bit of language will help you get it through your
Le
head.
temps, c'est de l'argent.
Gesundheit.
Le temps...
Le Tussi?
c'est-
Le Grusi.
I understand you perfectly fine in English.
Anything else? That
Just goes...
On the left.
What's this? No.
I hate French. Tom said...
Do not make me to continue Frenching at you.
Oh, we can French all night long, monsieur.
Good luck getting past this nose.
Edgeworth turns his head 45 degrees.
Oh no!
My defenses!
Turns to me.
What did you mean by that attendant, Monsieur LeBlanc?
She was taken into the attendant's room for her interview. And then they still have not come out. They make no signs of coming out either.
It's time to come out. I know your secret.
I want to know. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her.
Why is Mr. Nander's interview the only one that's taking up so much time?
Suspicious. Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you?
Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room.
Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances.
I understand.
You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth.
Eh?
We can try.
Sissy. Franny.
Do not call me that.
Fran.
Especially do not call me that.
Ska.
Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion.
Starts aggressively skanking at her.
The scene of the crime was here, in the very lounge the body was discovered.
Come, she does a kickflip.
From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found. The only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect.
The likeliest suspect, Francisca.
Do you have a problem with that?
No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute.
I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend?
Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic fast.
Okay, well, I've been told to press things here, so I guess I'll do that.
Let's go.
Good dialogue. Also more Franny.
That's true.
Don't you think you're a bit rash by simply declaring me the culprit?
I like my affairs to be simple and perfect. I'll show you the
I've
meaning
heard.
of both when I finish this whole thing within 3 minutes.
Hey, you say that like you're ah!
I won't allow even 3 seconds of useless testimony to be uttered in my presence.
I see
That
what you
was
mean by great
actually my
dialogue.
eye.
I see she hasn't changed a bit. But I won't allow her to send me to prison so easily. So, tell me, Francisca, do you know all there is to know about the crime scene?
I know all that I need to know in order to arrest you.
And nothing more?
Are you saying there is more I need to know?
Why did you whip me, sir?
Sorry, Scruffy. My hand must have slipped.
It did not.
She
It would appear
apologized.
Francisca doesn't have all the facts of this case yet.
She's gonna keep doing it, but she did apologize.
I am bleeding.
What do you mean by scene?
Please stop pretending like you don't know. It's insulting.
Please stop
Obviously,
hitting me.
I'm talking about how Mr. Hicks was seen calling for an attendant at 5 a.m. And then from the time after that call until the body was found.
Well, it's true that I was in the lounge the whole time. That fact alone does not make me the criminal.
We'll see about that, or we'll see about that at the conclusion of this investigation.
I hope you can keep up with me at Edgeworth.
Oh. Oh no!
You weren't muted?
I wasn't muted. I was testing things. I'm sorry.
No. However, there is one thing that even you must admit at this time.
Under the circumstances, I suppose I can agree that I am the most likely suspect.
But I believe you, sir. I don't think you actually did it. Miss Von Karma's gotta believe that too, right? I mean, you're two are like sinners and
Quiet, Scruffy!
Yeah,
Even if we
well,
were
well,
related by blood, that's no guarantee that he's not a criminal.
Fran.
I told you to stop calling me that. I demand to see some proof if you are bleh. I demand to see some proof that you are not the guilty party.
The likeliest suspect, huh? What a roundabout euphemism. I was trying to think of what Francisca's pet name for miles would be, and the best I could come up with was kilometers. Because she's German.
Har.
Kilo.
But it would appear that she doesn't yet know about the new evidence that we acquired and where we acquired it.
Oh!
I'll take care of the gaps in her logic one hole at a time.
Okay, this one's easy. The scene of the crime was not here. Let's present the suitcase.
Objection. It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all.
And what does that mean?
I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used the suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge after all.
Now who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions?
Excuse me?
All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth.
I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily.
You should know better than that. Von Karma is perfect in every way.
Ha! But did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point?
As if there is proof of that.
Where is the proof that the suitcase was moved around?
Also on the suitcase, or maybe this.
Something being dragged?
That. The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator.
This is good music. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Where is the evidence that proves the killer dragged the suitcase through here?
Bada
Can
bing,
you
bada
point
boom.
to it? Bien.
Where is it? Wow.
Boots, help me. Okay, sir. This mark here, wouldn't you say that it looks like wouldn't you say that it looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels?
I suppose.
Further, there's also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here.
I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from elsewhere.
I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Not so fast. This still doesn't put you in the clear. Not by a long shot. Part 2. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence. And
Oh,
then
did I?
you waited for the victim in the lounge, where you beat him to death. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence, and out flew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body.
Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly.
Just what are you insinuating?
That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop. Swoop. Swoop.
And that swoops right in.
Swoop. There it is.
Should I also press here? Because I already feel like I know the answer. I want the dialogue.
We want the dialogue. We want to see how she
It's
get
Fran.
It's Franny. And how do you suppose I was able to take the piggy bank out of its display case? As I recall, the case was locked.
That's easy. If the case was locked, you simply had to hit the glass. Like this.
You shattered my heart of glass.
So she wants to talk about the in-flight shop in the Captain Ugo Bank, does she? By the way, Gumshoe, I love Blondie.
Wait. No. My heart is actually made out of glass. What are you talking about?
The song?
The what?
That takes care of how you obtain the murder weapon.
Once I had a love and it was a gas, it soon turned out had a heart of glass.
The what?
Ah, it's a reference.
In between, what fun is pleasing and I'm feeling fine. I thought there wasn't any of the victim's blood found in the lounge.
I thought you'd say that. What? Did you think I wouldn't have noticed? I think you just found a way to cleverly hide the blood splattering the lounge. By accidentally spilling grape juice on top of it.
Ugh! Are you accusing me of tampering with the crime scene now? When have I, Miles Edgeworth, ever tampered with evidence?
We'll see, won't we? The forensic scientists are hard at work as we speak.
You would think that my adopted father, Manfred von Karma, would have taught me better than to tamper with evidence.
Oh.
And what do you propose I did after that? I had a bad childhood.
Aw.
So I put the victim's body in the suitcase and then, where was I headed, Franziska?
That's pretty obvious. You were bringing it to first class where you could safely keep an eye on it.
Has he ever tampered with evidence? I feel like it's implied that the autopsy report thing was massaged.
I don't think so.
Massaged?
I thought it was always
Like-
legit, just did it with their jewelry.
Inconveniently legit.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
the not legitimate part was that he did not give it to the defense when he should have.
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, one day to give everything in time, and
Yeah.
this morning.
This world doesn't have discovery laws. We're talking about this thing, I'd hardly call it discreet or ordinary.
Annoying brat. Well then, you were intending to leave it inside the elevator. But unfortunately for you, a wrench was thrown into your plans because... Bada bada bada. Boom.
Hold it!
You've experienced turbulence on a flight before.
Of course. Many times. You get used to it after a while.
The patch we hit was especially rough, and I passed out briefly, but only for a second.
Oh, good thing it was only for a sec, sir. It'd have been bad if you'd really blacked out.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Unfortunately, blinking out is exactly what got me into this mess in the first place.
Oh,
That's enough of your-
blanking out.
That's
I
enough
remember
of
it
your-
like it was yesterday. The deals.
No!
Ah, here
No,
we
we're
go
past that
again.
now, sir. Come on.
He does this every other week.
Weak?
Maybe a bit more often. That's enough of your
Give it
idle
hour.
chatter. I'm not through with you yet, Miles Edgeworth.
Francisca, have I ever told you about
Yes,
the
you have
DL6
many times. Please shut up about
You
it.
won't fucking shut up!
Get over your trauma, Miles Edgeworth.
Go to therapy.
No, the courtroom is not the therapy.
If I really were a criminal, do you really think I would be so easily caught?
You are certainly in the middle of being caught right now.
Hello? How is defense to say I can't be the criminal because if I were, I would be so much better at it? No. I have to find a contradiction fast, or I won't have much of my own hide left to save.
I have to say, you are looking rather caught right now. And I'll tell you exactly what you did after that. You loitered around in the lounge and pretended to be the discovery of the body.
I didn't pretend to be anything. I really was the first to discover the victim's body.
I suppose that's true.
So then, you are yielding to my statements.
Don't be foolish. I still insist that you are the killer, but in that sense, you really were the first to discover the body to be dead.
No matter what I say, she seems dead set on making me out to be the killer. Her logic, pardon me, her logic is reasonably sound.
I had to compliment her.
Could you, Gumshoe, could you pass me some of that grape juice? That's wine, you idiot!
Wait, wasn't it always wine? I thought we were just being coy about it.
The large majority of it reflects the truth. But there's one point about it that is not quite right.
What's not quite right? Leonard.
It is.
What is it?
The fact that the glass was on the inside. Damn it, I don't have that in evidence, don't I?
Oh, shoot.
Something
Oh,
Let's take it
but we know that was taken
after
out
the turbulence.
after the turbulence, yeah.
After the turbulence. The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared.
Evidence and logic. Essential tools that those who would stand in a courtroom must learn to master.
But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix?
A fake?
This Captain Ugo piggy bank is just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon.
What?
The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important. and it was taken after the turbulence had occurred.
But then, what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that?
I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence. I found you, Faker.
Meh.
After exiting the elevator,
Go you.
the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it in there. Then the killer proceeded to pick the bank up from off the floor, then took it to fabricate the fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. Bonk. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Mr. Ackby Hicks. I still don't get the joke with his name.
You there.
One day.
Yes, ma'am.
Both
Okay.
of us, yes.
Yes.
Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found?
We didn't find anything in this lounge or in this shop that could be used as one, ma'am. I lost my other voice.
He
Most of the
died.
items that most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood.
I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stall tactics are at an end.
But it's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. Don't hit me.
If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think the murder weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody cloth.
Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside that suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage, or is still at the real crime scene.
There is one more possibility.
And that would be?
That the piggy bank is, in fact, the real murder weapon.
But didn't we just...
Let me finish. The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. And it was at that time that the glass pane on the door was broken. I'd say that's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, wouldn't you? Let's see. So that means that the killer had the key to the display case.
Francisca? The person you're talking about?
Not so fast. I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin.
Homosexuality.
She tricked the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying.
Should I not make that joke?
It's not a sin, so it's a joke.
That's true.
I'm a joke.
Me too.
Ba-da-ba.
They're all
Yes, you are. No.
Up top.
Speaking of which, I recall that you also wish to speak with her.
Yes.
Oops.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, take a look at this badge.
Look at this badge.
Badge.
I can't present it right now.
Someday.
Very well. Permission granted, but only if I can sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other?
I've no intention of interrogating her. But you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish.
Miss Tenero is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move.
Thank you, Dachi.
Up.
Oh.
Bye, LeBron.
Ooh, professional style.
I wonder who sleeps where.
So you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission? Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that?
Ms. Tenero.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too.
Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did?
All right.
Taka?
Fabulous!
Hi.
Back to the
sad.
bottom. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that?
Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission.
What do you mean?
I'm not as hot as meal.
The captain, he only has ears for Cammy.
And other things.
I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself.
Eyes, for instance.
Definitely seems to be rather taken with Miss Meal.
Yes. And on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends.
In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges. Right, Fran?
Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness.
Miss Tenero, is it? There is one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly.
Yes, I was.
And why were you there?
Well,
Why the sudden hesitation? Francisca seems to have struck a nerve.
all I did was go check up on the shop like I always do.
You're saying it was for work then?
Yes, I'm in charge of the shop. I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise.
After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct?
Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell.
Mr. Nero claims to have had no other reason than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing.
Present suitcase?
Did you kill someone?
If you could please take a look at this for me, Mr. Nero.
Oh, that suitcase.
Yes, about the suitcase. You were the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else out about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it?
There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there?
No. Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase?
Yes. I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling. I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care. But I really wanted to know. And I was glad to see that it was at least one there.
It was the last one.
It was the last one there.
Oh. The last one there. So you're saying, Mr. Nero, that the suitcase in question was the last one?
Yes. They're just so popular, they're practically flying off the shelves.
The twitch.
What do you mean?
That's not exactly the impression I got.
The one in the shop is most definitely the last one.
Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase.
Really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one.
I didn't say anything about buying it.
Then you say you'll buy it.
I'm sorry, I can't.
But why? I think it'll go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. I guarantee it personally as a service professional.
Well, that is... How should I put this? It's hideous.
Don't die.
Don't die.
No promises.
Maybe that was a bit too direct. Moving on. My issue with the suitcases isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining.
You can't just walk past that and think I'm gonna be fine remaining.
Listen, girly pop. Color choices, terrible. Design, gaudy. It's way too loud.
But the lemur.
We do like.
Why
the
is the
lemur.
lemur? Your company mascot is a tanuki. Like, why?
Isn't it a bear?
I don't know.
It's definitely not a lemur.
Look, pale green on yellow is not going to show that bright, like that clearly.
But,
And with the magenta and... Oh, girl.
but I like it.
Those are my favorite colors.
Sometimes you need to, like, mute some of the colors so it's not too loud.
At least
What
make
is
it
mute?
pastel.
At least make it pastel. Yes, thank you.
Is that
Susie.
green?
Also, I like all of our Ace Attorney faces, but why is Lunar a hat girl? There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it.
2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only one.
Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction.
When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only one suitcase left.
Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency?
When do we stop?
By the way... By the way, Miss Tenero.
Yeah!
THX. What is one of those suitcases doing here?
That's...
I thought you said there was only one left.
That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now.
She's used it for a long time. I think not. Mr. Nero, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me.
It's a smile? No. Excuse me?
I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time. What proves that this hasn't been used for nearly as long as Mr. Nero says?
The fire extinguishers.
The fire extinguishers, yeah, for sure.
Tell me, Miss Tenero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcases?
Ah!
What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase?
All these flight attendants know is use their phone, eat hot chip, and lie. Despite having faith in her design sense, their sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming incredibly clear to me. Miss Tenero, I think I understand. I know what you are trying to hide. Now then, this suitcase was originally in...
The in-flight shop?
Seeing as how the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought this suitcase was...
You yourself.
It was you, wasn't it, Miss Tenero? I hate to say this, but the suitcase that you designed hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right?
Then, the reason you went to the shop and came back here was...
I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe maybe I'd finally accomplished something.
But the suitcases didn't sell.
It's because of the design, isn't it? Or because it's, as you put it, hideous.
I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either.
We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there, day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
You buy one every single time you work a flight?
I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well.
They pay really well.
Apparently. Maybe it's
Yes. And here is... No, you can see the dollar sign to the left.
Maybe they changed that in the localization. It was originally 1,000.
Look at all that empty
yen.
space.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I didn't read the line.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's gone for real.
Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase.
The receipt is clearly timestamped 5:40 a.m.
Okay.
The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. I plan to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight.
Ms. Tenero, where are these other suitcases?
They should all be down in the cargo hold.
And the suitcase the killer used?
Could very well have come from the cargo hold.
Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that the killer used one of my suitcases to...
Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body.
How could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips.
It was perfect. No one could look at it.
That's all I ever wished for them to be.
Mr. Nero, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator?
The only other way is just through that door there.
And what about security?
That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special keycard that only crew members have access to.
Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects.
Uh-oh. I can't believe it.
Yes, Francisca?
Going on these wild goose chases. You're a disgrace to the Von Karman name.
And what do you mean by that?
The suitcase came from the cargo hold. That fact alone tells the whole story.
Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used their keycard.
Miles Edgeworth, you're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct?
Yes, that's the only realistic possibility.
That other attendant, Miss Meal.
Is a suspect, yes.
Yes. I asked her earlier and she had this to say.
Francisca got information out of Ms. Meal.
In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different keycard is required.
A different one?
Yes. And the only person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda Tenero, and only you.
Feel free to cut me off whenever.
What? Is this true, Ms. Tenero? Wait, so do you need the special keycard to go down to the cargo hold with the elevator?
Yeah.
But you could take the elevator up from the cargo hold to one of the main floors, right?
Supposedly.
I would think. You would think.
Yes, I keep that keycard in my locker at all times.
Oh, so anybody who has access to this room has access to the card. Could you please show us that card right now?
Yes, hold on.
And it's gone.
I don't believe it. It's
What's wrong?
the keycard. It's gone.
Crazy. Very clever. Pretending that your card was stolen when, in fact, you're just trying to hide it from us. You've really thought this through.
Wait, it's not like that.
You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman.
Do I have to?
Oh,
Yes.
yes, ma'am. Up and up and up and up. Come with me, miss.
Mr. Edgeworth,
You make
don't
me
finger
sick.
waggle me. No!
Off to prison.
Edgeworth!
Not because of the crime, because of the suitcase. It's disgusting.
What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face.
Francisca, I know that you are the lead investigator on this case. However,
Hold it! Don't even think about wasting any more of my time. You know the rules as well as I do.
And so,
So
And
do
so
I.
do I. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies.
Sorry, I was thinking about Rick Astley.
Me too. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth?
I intend to do likewise.
To be continued.
continued again.
That's pretty
Say
quick.
goodbye.
Say goodbye. Save.
Kills Togami.
Now,
Yep. Smart.
Gumshoe, do the dance.
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe, do the line.
Oh my god, I'm alive. Wow, this is the cargo roll, huh? I'm about to disappear
There he
again.
goes.
Oh, no. It's so big.
Wait,
Aw,
wait,
he's having
Jay,
fun.
the echo.
It will not come out in time.
This plane is a special model. Now, who designed this plane? Sid Highwind? It is both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating.
I'm sorry, I'm not cultured enough to get your jokes. Oh, there it is.
There it is. So this is the real scene of the murder.
There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct?
Okay, let's get investigating, sir.
Begin investigation. Oh,
Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth. It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair.
These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company's planning to dispose of after the flight is over.
Well, this paint job's really cool, don't you think? It really screams, artsy.
Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness.
You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see, $1,200? I'll think I'll pay.
And Miss Nero wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Or 1 job and be me. Although, it definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments. Stop. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? Ow. It's Gumshoe. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew.
Well, this sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir.
By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so.
be nice, Edward.
Never.
You'll have to
Hey,
force
what?
me.
No. I'm you're the pal. I'm the sir. No. I'm the sir. What's in the
I'm the
suitcase?
sir.
Yeah, I'm the sir.
Did you say it?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, it's what the victim checked in, sir.
So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look.
Well, there's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir.
Wait, a file?
And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir.
It looks like a profile on Francisca. Wait, my sister or my stepmother? Wait. Is there a Mrs. Von Karma?
I mean, you think there should
Supposedly.
be, but...
Francisca exists.
Yeah.
But like,
Do we know for a
Francisca
fact that
exists.
Francisca is Manfred's biological daughter?
They sure seem to feel that way.
yeah.
I don't know.
They just never talk about her mother. So I
Did you
don't
say
know.
this one?
I assume she has a mother. I'm just like, they never talk about her in the games. Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her?
Interesting.
All sorts of boxes are piled up here. He's like an evil. He adopts all of his children. He's like an evil Batman. This. Oh,
Don't you?
that's you. Coming.
Oh, this one says flammable, and this one says, oh no.
Sound it out. we talk about the PH sound.
Pharmaceuticals.
That's very good. You're improving.
All right.
Pharmaceuticals.
I think there's flammable pharmaceuticals in here.
This one says for exorcism use only.
Oh.
Excuse me?
That's why it's flammable.
What kind of operation is this airline running? It's a good thing I believe in ghosts now.
That's heading to the Fey
Yeah.
Manor.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love pushing the buttons in elevators and crosswalk signals. There we go. Oh, wait, no, yeah, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it.
The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, detective. It can't move.
Oh, yeah, I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now.
Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special key card.
Yeah, what?
Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator's control panels require a key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here.
Does it require a temperature-controlled key card that you have to put into a hot room and oh no, you're gone again?
Oh,
wait, hold on.
brain blast!
Blah, blah. Nice.
I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses.
And the victim is wearing a pair of broken glasses.
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected.
So you saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir?
Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now?
Oh, is it? I didn't know that, actually.
Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion.
I have a pencil if you need it.
However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left to find is the murder weapon. Never hear about Francis. Oh yeah,
She has
there was a
some-
whole thing of like Von Kauer talking about his grandkids.
Oh.
Oh.
So he must have another child.
I remember that bit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He said that he had like a 1-year-old daughter at some point.
Or like a 1-year-old granddaughter. His granddaughter has a dog named Phoenix. I didn't know that this plane was capable of carrying such large pieces of cargo.
Oh, this thing's just as tall of two of you on top of each other, sir.
It would probably take 20 of you to cover the entire surface of this monstrosity.
What, really? Well, I guess that sounds about right. 1, 2.
There's really no need to take that throwaway estimate seriously, Detective.
Oh, sorry.
What is your approximate surface area on one side, Detective?
I'm not sure. See, I've been stuck on the fact that I apparently own 2 pencils, and I didn't know that I did that.
Wait, really?
Yep,
Oh, I
have
guess.
a pencil,
Yeah.
and I have a pencil.
Oh.
Huh.
However, if you make me face
Dual-wielding.
away, one pencil disappears.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm a magic man.
magician.
Have you noticed anything strange happening around here?
No, sir. I haven't noticed a thing.
I'm not sure that he meant to sound so oblivious. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And he then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides the murder.
Yes, I was. I've been
Apparently in the
I've been following a very large and involved governmental level in international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol.
Interpol is involved.
It's a top secret. It's a top secret operation, so I can't really tell you any more than I already have. Okay then.
You okay there?
Okay.
No,
Shows
I'm
they mentioned in the manga. It mentioned that Francisca mentions an older sister.
I don't have that as evidence. Damn it!
Why not?
I don't.
It's just
I have that as
logic.
logic. Okay.
Capcom
yes.
Interpol means Chun-Li.
Bup, bup, bup.
Was Agent Hicks a Street Fighter?
Yes. It was one of the OCs in the newest one.
Oh.
Oh. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca?
Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir.
Francisca said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation.
Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her.
Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was in actuality Interpol Agent Hicks. I think
Right.
Francisca has some splaining to do.
Explain.
Explain. Explain yourself. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you?
Nonsense. What are you talking about?
We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was to prepare him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks, isn't that correct?
I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But it looks like they got to him first.
So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then?
Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. He went undercover to investigate this crime. And it was I who put him on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead.
I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold.
But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it.
Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm
Their
sure.
work comes comp.
Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation?
No. Unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed.
I see. But this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own.
Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold from or with that person who let him in.
Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then...
The killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases and...
they entered the elevator. But while they were riding it up, the plane hit a patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor.
Nice.
Investigation complete.
I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage.
What? Really, sir?
I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero.
Could be one other.
If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold.
Anyone could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo.
Anyone could have entered the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the key card allows the elevator to come down here.
CSL homicide check.
It's an old one. The only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda Tenero. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of evidence, or information rather, wouldn't you?
A lot of things.
Yeah.
I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it is as simple as that.
Press.
Press.
That might be true, but then it could be anyone, including Miss Meal or even the captain.
Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand. Much like Scruffy over there.
I am just standing here.
I can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. Is there not a co-pilot?
I don't think this.
Very well. Then what about the other flight attendant, Ms. Meal?
There should be a
Maybe
co-pilot.
I'm the co-pilot.
Yeah, you'd think that on a flight this long.
Nah.
Maybe I do it when he gets Eepy.
That's why I'm Eepy.
We're all Eepy here.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you might ask about her. Hold it!
But it's highly likely that the keycard was. But it's highly likely that the keycard was stolen from Mr. Nero.
It's highly likely. Is that possibility the best you can come up with?
It's doubt.
And you call yourself a disciple of my father.
I tend not to. Yes, well, when I don't have any evidence,
Be quiet! You're a disgrace! There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rhoda Tenero, you know. It's not just the keycard that gives her away.
Are you talking about the murder weapon, the Captain Ugo piggy bank?
Yes! She is also the only person with a key to open that display case.
Hmm.
Hold it!
But that is a fake.
Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep insisting that this is a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed.
There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? Body?
I guess.
Makes sense to me.
Francisca, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions.
Oh,
My only
was
thinking
I?
is, does the wound actually match the piggy bank?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes. We don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you've made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see if the wound on Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon?
Scruffy?
Yes, sir.
Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy.
Just don't hit me. Yes, sir. You're going to
Whee!
It's still big. No, we got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
The body's gone.
What is it, Detective?
Oh, they're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know one thing for sure.
Report. Now.
He's dead.
Dodge.
Oh, well, the doc said that he's got one giant bruise from a beating on his shoulder, down his mid-back. Some kind of whip-like motion.
From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back? He was beaten over such a wide area?
Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just the head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir.
Instantaneous death resulting from blow to back of head, bruising head to mid-back.
Should I be fixating on the fact that the autopsy isn't done yet? And maybe there could be another cause of death.
Scruffy.
Give us the tox report.
Scruffy. What is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean?
Well, that's...
Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, Detective?
Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir.
You're completely useless.
I brought you this. Why would you do this?
Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there.
Probably Jay's other character.
Is it LeBlanc?
No, you remove yourself from my way!
What is all that racket?
My luggage, my cargo, they're mine, and I demand you return them to me.
We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience.
I suppose there's no choice.
Parkour!
Finally, I think you get... Nay, what are you...
You have left me no choice but to use strong force.
You won't get past me!
This is... Wait. That's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about.
Further, there is the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank.
Disagree.
After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed.
The dog said that there's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down his mid-back.
We're about to witness another death here.
Oh no, he's fine.
Oh, he's alright.
Eureka! Did you expect this?
Okay, so I think the implication is that he fell from there or fell from the
Must
stairs
be.
or something.
What?
So I guess.
What gives you that idea?
Yeah. Maybe. What? Really?
Haha.
Not exactly a shining example of the perfect line of logic.
Come on.
No. Come on.
Smuggling? No.
I really thought you had it.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe the piggy bank in the cause of death? Because it
Maybe
seems
that's what I'm
unlikely?
thinking.
Sure.
Sure,
Okay.
let's go with that. Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there's extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger.
This unusually large area of bruising suggests that a very large weapon was used. Okay, then in that case, boom, boom.
Yeah. If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally, it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. Gravity!
What? What was all that about? Was he trying to jump his way down here?
LeBlanc was holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity just then. He failed. Francisca!
What? What do you want?
I found it, Francisca. I found the real murder weapon. Nya, nya, nya.
You did?
You stop that. Stop that dancing.
He really jumped.
We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time.
Well, he might be hurt. We should go up there and check on him, sirs.
There's that. Nope.
There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit.
There's a probably have two views again.
This
This is coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across.
Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence.
You two aren't listening at all, are you?
Sorry,
Come on, then. Show me this real murder weapon you speak of. Do I have that in evidence? No. No.
Is this one of the tricky ones?
Is this one where I say I don't have evidence to show because it's literally too big to be in my evidence?
Perhaps.
Probably. I don't have any evidence to show you.
Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show?
Perhaps I should have phrased it as that which caused Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what was the real cause of death.
Free fall.
Free falling. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground.
He
Fell to his death?
Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and back. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death.
But the murder happened inside this plane.
I know.
Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from?
As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time.
You can't mean.
Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold.
What then? We're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, soys. Okay, wait. And you, tell me he ain't dead, pal?
Quiet! Why are you screaming?
Oh. Well, he's alive.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death.
Well,
I
the
mean, what if he
position of
tells
his neck
differently?
could snap.
Yeah, seriously.
That man is living proof of that.
I suppose that it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances.
The current circumstances. What is that supposed to mean?
Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then?
Well, it would have been a Borginian pancake for sure, pal, sir.
I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there.
Carbo box.
Carbo box. So there is
I
no
love a good
point.
carbo box the day before a marathon.
So there is no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios.
It may be there now, but there is no proof that it was always there.
As if there could have been a window of time when that giant box was not there.
Ah, but there was.
What?
What can I use to show that it's possible the box was not always where it is now?
The refueling in Zhengfa? Or
Ah.
hang on.
No.
The whole him dying in the cargo hold
And
extends
okay.
our window of the term of death, right?
Take that!
You refueled in the Republic of Zhengfa?
Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zhengfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at the time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question.
Hey, it's labeled The fucking Express.
Zhengfa.
Zhengfa.
We've already said it multiple
Gumshoe,
times.
don't be racist.
Yes.
Almost correct. Meaning it was loaded on the plane in Zhengfa.
Loaded on board during the refueling between 4 and 5 a.m. at this transfer point.
Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on it at the same time?
It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the flight.
Making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible.
Ah, but your theory is still very far-fetched.
Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail.
Okay. Let's take a look then.
Hup, 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 hup. This is a rather large piece of cargo.
Are you doing a Misa? Well, there's a tag on it, so let's see. Ali Fred's statue. Never heard of it.
Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime.
Well, then let's get investigating, sir. Please stop tickling
I
my
like it.
chest.
The bed sheets say "Bore to USA."
What you thinking about? Drawing circles on his chest like that.
Good.
Thank you.
That's so much funnier.
You've been waiting for that.
Yes, I have. Look here. Do not go touching my possessions without my permission.
Hey, don't rush up here like that, pal.
So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him.
Talk to me.
I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Monsieur LeBlanc.
Of course it's mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This leaf red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much, much more.
Monsieur LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold.
10 million cents.
I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective.
I mean, how'd you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year.
Oh, you. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or dollars?
A familiar feeling to many 32-year-olds. Does this really make a difference to our case? Monsieur LeBlanc, is there a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case? Oh, there is. I'm not asking. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching.
No touchy.
No touching.
In that case, can I just
Actually,
kind of
bite you.
Can we just punch him?
Sure you can.
Gumshoe, say.
I fell off the stair. You think your fist will do anything?
What if I just...
Hey.
Where's Missile when you need him?
What do you mean, no value?
Why you should be nothing of no value?
That is
Show
top.
me the bread first, and maybe then we'll talk.
But he wants me to pay him before he can comment on this?
What about this?
What a waste! How horrible to see a priceless piece of cloth soiled!
I assure you it wasn't me. I believe it to be the work of the killer.
I will teach that killer a lesson. You can be sure that I will.
When
It
will
will be
you do
the
that?
LeBlanc Revolution.
I think he meant the LeBlanc retribution, but either way it sounds intimidating.
No, it's like a spinning kick. Here I come.
Oh,
Also a Street Fighter.
what about this? Okay.
Why the value of nothing in the bread?
Cammy, however, not a Street Fighter.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing.
This sure brings back memories of when I worked as
I
a
know, it's
part-time
the same.
mover, sir.
Yeah.
They usually just
I
slammed the
worked.
door open.
As a mover.
I heard it open slowly first, and then I heard you knock.
Yeah, that was her, like, pushing the door into the wall. Good job, officer. Monsieur LeBlanc is certainly not an easy person to hold back.
No thanks necessary, sir. It's all part of the job, even if he did eventually get by.
Well, I have a few things to ask him anyway, so it worked out in your favor this time.
Very much, sir. Next time I'll be sure not to let anyone through. Even if it takes my life in the process, sir.
I appreciate the sentiment. However, we can't have people getting hurt in this job. Pokes them in
you're
the
right.
chest.
Yes, you're right.
I must be able to present something else to you then.
What do you want?
The
LeBlanc?
badge!
The badge! Oops.
Look at the badge.
I could say you have the guts to show me a piece of art at this time. But from a single glance, I can tell it's mostly worthless.
This is much more value as a piece of non-art, I assure you.
You look like you have something to say. Perhaps you're thinking like casting pearls before swine.
You actually hit the nail on the head for once.
Let me examine this because somebody's dead. Damn it.
Why do you show me a dead man of no value? He has no art, so its worth won't go up after he's dead. Come on now.
Photo?
Now when I die,
I already presented
I'll be
that.
rich.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Can we, like, examine our new evidence further, or is that not something?
It's literally just a picture.
Yay.
The autopsy report that points in the direction that it's related?
Sure. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Does Franziska have something to say?
Oh, Zissy. If I may have a word with you,
my
Zisk.
sissy.
Do not call me that. I don't think
Baby
you have the
sister.
time for idle chatter.
Just call me anything.
How old was Francisca when Miles was adopted?
I don't know. You still need to prove to me that your hypothetical situation is in fact reality.
Chat, get on that. I need to know if Miles ever had to change her diaper.
That I
Yeah,
don't think.
if you spot anything off, sir, you can tell me right away. Okay, pal. I'm gonna keep an eye out. Yeah.
Roger, sir.
I get to be the sir.
It's rather unusual for Gumshoe to be so directing. You must outrank this officer.
Bigger than me.
He is the only one. If you want any trouble, you can just leave it to me, pal.
Yes, sir. Oh, watch out, Detective Gumshoe.
Ah,
What? I don't do my job, and I just want to have a good time.
Scruffy, I think your ego is in need of some deflating.
I gave my ego one pump, and you're coming at me with knives. I was just following your footsteps, sir. I want to try patronizing my subordinates.
Cruel and unforgiving to the detective, even in front of
Sorry.
subordinates.
I bumped the button that time. What do you want from me?
Would you like to know?
I do. I would like to know. Wait, hold on. Can I can't do logic anymore, can
Why not?
I? Wait a second.
Oh, there we go.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
If Monsieur LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhongfa. I think I need to question him a bit further.
Hey, you. Fake.
About your statue, Monsieur LeBlanc. Wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say my art is fucker?
I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't say such fantastical things! Those thieves would not dare! I have the certification of my cargo right here.
Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I can't read this. What does it say?
Well, it says, as plain as day, the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in the certificate.
No, that's...
Which means that there was never a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there. Document written in Borginian, proof the statue was loaded on board in Europe.
I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself.
Oh, then you can have your wish, sir. Look at it yourself and see that I am right.
Oh.
Behold the Unga Bunga.
I've seen this somewhere before.
This is the Alif Red? It gives off such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it.
This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at the museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
Uh-huh. Alright, yeah, sure, whatever you say.
I believe a closer look is warranted here. So this is the infamous Alif Red statue.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something?
There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail.
Hang on. Red
Aye.
eyes.
They're colorblind.
That
And the only red I can see about this art is that you bought it from Crazy Red.
I knew I shouldn't have bought this from Alibaba.
Okay, that was good. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Whoops. Bump.
These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think?
That's orange. That's yellow.
Yeah,
One of his
orange.
eyes is orange.
The
The
right
other
one
one.
look, yeah, the right one looks more orange, the left one looks more yellow.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
I can agree with that.
Lauren, yellow orange.
Orange.
Yeah, and pretty. This reminds me of the sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. With the morning doves going in the background. Woo-woo,
I don't think you see what
woo.
I'm talking about.
Oh. Oh, no, I do. But it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. Woo. I remember just standing out in the field, spinning with my arms until I fell ill.
That's nice, Gumshoe.
I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in this photo?
Sir, they are like a deep crimson.
As I thought. This statue is a fake. I found you, faker. Monsieur LeBlanc.
What do you want? Do you not know I'm a busy man? I will allow you 2 seconds for your answer.
The Alif Red.
Time's up!
I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago.
Grab a chair, sir. Sounds like it's gonna be a long story.
Monsieur LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but
What's that? Sympathy? For what?
you see, I'd like you to compare the eyes.
That large fella there has bright and pretty eyes compared to you.
I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photograph.
Why the sudden yelling? Now that It is the photo of the statue on display in the museum in the Europe.
Now do you see, Monsieur LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Sang-Fa. I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction.
Okay.
Is
There
it
we
the
go.
teeth?
There we go.
Or the missing rope strap, I guess.
Ah, the tarp.
Oh, yeah.
It's on top of the tarp. What's this?
Well, the statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth, sir. Kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense.
You! What did you say just now? Further, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone. It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen.
Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate.
Why should I forgive the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it.
What?
Wait, what? I didn't. Oh, I guess I have to deduce. I see.
Deduce!
Deduce.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Time frame? Like this
Yeah,
came
is
before
yeah,
this?
it's a time frame.
Is it
where is
the
that?
schedule again?
No, it's the certificate. certificate. No?
I don't think it would.
Right,
do
right.
that.
It'd be the one in Virginia, right? This is when it arrived?
I mean, okay.
Yeah, it says it was loaded in Europe. This contradicts that. What?
No.
No.
I am entirely confident there's a contradiction here. What do you think, Detective?
Well, I think it's really suspicious looking, sir. My well-trained gut there tells me so. I'm bored with you.
I see. Well, then I must be mistaken.
Now hold on. How come when I answer confidently, you take that to mean that we're off course, sir?
How is that not?
No, I get it.
Is it the magazine that has the schedule?
Wait. Is this the one that actually? Yeah. Okay. Wait,
Or
no. There's a
what was-
different. There's a different thing that has
Yeah.
the actual schedule on it. Is it?
Yeah.
It's not that.
Where is it? Is it gone?
Wait, what is the thing in the top left there?
That's the badge.
Not that
Not
top
the
left.
badge. The other page.
Oh, is this?
Oh,
no.
it's that.
Yeah. This has nothing to do with it.
Are you sure?
No. We'll go back to. It was
Don't
loaded-
look at this.
the description.
Loaded
It was
on
loaded on
board
board during the refueling.
between 4 and 5
So it's
days.
this.
Okay. Yeah.
Great.
There is clearly a contradiction here.
What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo.
Think about it.
That's not possible.
Oh, but it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhonghua, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe, which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhonghua.
But then, what about the cargo certificate? That's the line.
Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There's only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity on board this flight.
So you say, but I don't believe he had to do with. Yeah, I can't read tonight. I'm sorry.
How dare you be unable to read? I have never been unable to read today, even.
I'm so
Same.
I'm so eepy. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. They could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed.
That may be true. However, you have it backwards, Franziska. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed. They had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner. He would have had no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates.
Investigation complete.
Womp.
I guess the victim knew the real version of this was going to get nabbed, eh?
Yes. While this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place.
Gotcha.
He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board.
A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhangfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler.
Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe to Zhangfa like at the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death.
Officer, move this statue immediately. I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath. Now!
How?
Oh, Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings.
Go on.
After moving the Elif Red statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction.
Dun dun dun!
Luminol!
I see. There was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot.
Well, can we stop looking at it now, Soys?
It would seem that my deductions were correct after all.
I suppose it would appear that way.
The culprit cleaned the blood up well.
And how do you think the killer did that?
How did the killer clean up all the blood?
Gee, I wonder... Wait. There you go.
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess.
I see. They had to clean up all the blood before this plane landed in Zhengfa.
Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover.
So yous guys are saying that if the murder happened before the plane landed into the Zhangfa,
There's no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhangfa, then this becomes highly suspect.
Miss Meal's testimony.
Recall Miss Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhangfa.
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know?
She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but...
that totally contradicts the facts, sir.
But why would she lie about something like that?
I think the only person who could answer that is Miss Meal herself.
To be continued.
Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of them. Can we get one more before the end of the stream?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Is it possible
Right
to
at the
finish the
end.
chapter tonight?
We can push a little bit if you want.
Okay.
It's March.
Impossible.
Miss Meal? Miss Meal? Wake up! Wake up! Miss Meal!
Huh?
Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zhenghua?
Huh?
You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at the time. However, that is simply not possible. Because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zhenghua.
Oh?
Miss Chamomile!
Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did.
No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Meal.
But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time.
No!
This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction.
Very well. Miss Meal, if you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found.
Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. Oh, yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self.
How is a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Miss Meal! Miss Melee! Wake up!
Huh?
Melee!
No, too sleepy.
She fell asleep again. Looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her.
Wake up.
Immediate.
Miss Meal, wake up.
I'm awake. I'm awake. Yeah.
Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant.
Last minute wake up when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use.
Wake up.
If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda.
Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time?
Eating and then having a most delicious dream.
You mean you were neglecting your duties?
No way! Sleeping's part of our job too, you know?
Miss Meal, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake up! What if it was one of like ones where it's just her being sleepy? That's that we have to contradict.
I'm awake. I'm awake. No, I'm not.
God damn it.
What did you with me for, sir? Come on.
Oh, what did I miss?
The poor detective began the receiving end of a lash in your stead.
Oh, that was nice of him. Sorry about that.
You can make amends for that by continuing with your testimony. So you were alone the entire time, were you?
Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi.
Oh, well, I think a contradiction just popped in to say hi. Good one, Miles. Objection.
Objection.
Miss Meal! There's a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's not possible you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6 a.m. Because of the suitcase. Not that one, but... Is it a statement? The receipt.
Oh, yeah.
What if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Meal?
Huh? A receipt? For what?
It's for the suitcase Miss Tenero bought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp. As you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m., Mr. Nero.
Oh, you're here?
Oh, hi.
Yes, hi, I'm here.
When did you get
apparently.
Huh? When did she get here? I thought you'd have her locked up by now. Isn't she in jail?
I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Mr. Nero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct?
Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off.
And did you see Miss Meal there at that time?
No.
So, Miss Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.?
Yeah.
Miss Cammy Meal.
Huh? The bathroom?
I will be the one to ask the questions here.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know?
Do you take me for a fool? It's a little
Yes.
too convenient to be true.
But it's the truth. Cross my heart.
I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage.
But I hope you die.
You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out?
Oh, please say more stuff. Slip up.
Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. But you'd think then maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too? She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard and the shop, you know? If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. She can't hear me.
Please leave Mr. Nero out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now.
I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you've got your eye on Miss Rhoda.
I can assure you I don't. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I?
Never mind. But you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kinda lies.
Lies.
I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of the sign.
Fair enough. Now's not the time for this sort of talk.
Hold it!
Chase your bliss, Rhoda? No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. Your statements regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies.
But say I wasn't an attendant. You wouldn't suspect me then, would you?
Yes, I suppose that's true enough.
Okay.
Sure.
Hold it!
Got him.
She is already being detained for further questioning, or have you already forgotten?
Oh, yeah, I guess I just forgot.
Cammy, don't tell me you suspect me too.
Sorry, can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could have done it.
I can't believe you would think that. I mean, me. A killer?
Ms. Meal, what did you mean just now by no one else could have done it?
Hold it!
And what are you in charge of, Miss Meal?
I take care of the attendance room.
That doesn't count!
Aw, but I spend so much time in there. It might as well be my responsibility.
Mr. Edgeworth, Cammy is talented very talented in languages. So she assists passengers who may not speak English. Especially those who speak Virginian. She's the only one on this flight who is fluent.
Oh, you mean that kind of what am I in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first place?
What else could I have meant?
Yeah, so I'm really good at Virginian.
She's fluent in Borginian. Then I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian.
Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Virginia.
Very interesting.
Why are you laughing? Why are you chuckling?
Wait, do I have that as... Okay, yeah, I have that.
Hold it!
Actually, your on-the-job behavior makes you super suspicious in my eyes.
Huh? But why?
While Miss De Niro is busy with the passengers and all her other duties, you have a lot of free time on your hands. That's providing you with ample time to commit the crime. Do you have
Miles
the time
Edgeworth.
to commit the crime?
I demand that you cease and desist in this line of conjectural questioning. I won't allow you to bluff your way through this like a certain defense lawyer.
Certain defense lawyer.
That's right, I mentioned him.
Oh, my heart.
He's been
But I
hinted
do
at.
not. But I do not honestly believe Miss Meal does any actual work aboard this flight.
Oh, that's not true, Mr. Edgeworth. Although, well...
Hold it!
So what exactly do you do as the one in charge of some Borginian stuff?
I do stuff like translate things from and into Borginian.
Cammy is the only member of the crew who understands Virginia, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ms. Meal, I take it then that it is your job to process all the Borginian paperwork.
Yeah, see, I totally pull my weight around here.
So it would appear. Perhaps I should ask her for a few more details about her work. And, Miss Meal, it's very unladylike to push suspicion onto someone else.
That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying that Miss Rhoda is very sus.
There you go, pushing everything onto her again.
I don't get what you're saying. It must be a really abstract concept, huh?
The only thing abstract here is the landscape inside your head.
Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Present.
Among
Present?
this noise.
Present the Borginian document. Yes.
So, you were the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian. Is that correct? True?
Yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Virginia for a while.
Eepy.
So easy.
Stop being
Very,
Eepy.
very good Eepy
I-
voice.
I can't.
If that is the
Here's some
case,
coffee.
then the signature on this document, Godot, what are you doing here? Belongs to you, doesn't
Take
it?
it.
Oh,
This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose. To lead anyone who read it to believe that the Monsieur Leblanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Borginian is you, Miss Neal. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Aleph Red could not have occurred. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you.
oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is that
Are you
like
doing,
bubbles?
are you doing
in her
drugs?
hands?
Are you doing drugs right now?
It's exactly as you
It's
say.
bubble. She was faking being asleep by using actual
I-
bubbles.
Bubbles.
I just like the
Oh.
bubbles you see. The bubbles. They're great.
The bubbles.
It's exactly as you say.
Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling?
No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick.
There's no direct correlation, after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper.
Really? All you did was sign it?
I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So sorry about that.
It seems as if she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight.
Suppose, and this is just a supposition, even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that.
If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring.
Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane for work purposes. Can't use bubble beam.
So perhaps there's some element of a setup in play in this case.
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't worry. I wasn't talking about you. I meant the killer. First it was myself, and now it's Miss Tenero who is under the microscope. Seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can.
You have no proof that Rhoda's being set up or that she isn't.
Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame for the crime on her. And this evidence will prove my suspicions. This proves that the killer was out to frame Miss Tenero from the very beginning. Suitcase?
Maybe.
Maybe?
The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so?
Not the teddy!
The only way all these actions make sense is that the killer had wanted to frame Mr. Nero for the murder. Mr. Nero buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. That's her projectile. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made do with whatever was at hand, adapted to their plan, and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop, and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree?
Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway?
That is because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. What special circumstances dictate the need for the killer to frame someone?
When the murder took place?
Where? Because there's limited people have access to this place?
Oh yeah, you're so right. Yeah.
The special circumstances simulate that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Oh, because plane.
Yeah.
Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Mr. Nero or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Mr. Nero or myself, but you, Miss Camille. Only you and you alone could be the killer.
And?
Nani?
Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence.
Which is admissible in court.
Not in this world.
We can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something I still can't quite fit into the big picture. The phone?
Yeah.
Take that!
I don't have any actual evidence,
I thought not.
but that's because it went missing, and still is.
Missing? What do you mean by that?
In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on. And that is the victim's cell phone. Francisca, question. The cell phone had like a cell phone wallet attached to it, didn't it?
A cell phone what?
Like a wallet thing they could put stuff into?
There was a wallet, but I don't think it was attached to the cell phone. It was like on like a lanyard thing. Like in here.
Okay, I don't know why I thought there was like, you know, the thing that people put on the back of their phones that they can
Yeah,
put like
I know what
cards
you're talking
and-
about, but I don't think that's the
Okay,
case here.
I don't know
this
why
is
I'm
a
thinking
phone.
about that.
Yeah.
Because I was also thinking about the missing key card. You were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks's cell phone. Or at least, that's what you told me.
That's right.
But Agent Hicks's cell phone could not be found at the crime scene.
You mean the killer took the phone with them?
Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find the phone, it would lead us to the killer.
Come on, get serious. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well?
We won't know that until we try a little experiment, shall we? Francisca, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not?
Of course I do. Ring, ring. Gotcha.
MQ.
Agent Hicks' phone. It's ringing from nowhere, sir, kind of like how I'm appearing now.
I hear it, Detective. Now, where is it coming from?
Could it
Mommy.
be?
No, I'm too busy being Eepy.
Miss Meal, wake up!
No. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I got sleepy all of a sudden because it sounds like a lullaby I used to love as a child.
Better find that cell phone fast.
Bring.
In the suitcase.
I can leave.
Let's leave this place.
Let's
Maybe,
leave.
what if we had to leave? Like, maybe it's in the...
Yeah, maybe it's upstairs. Or maybe, wait,
Yeah.
could it be in the elevator?
The elevator's inoperable right now. I think it's coming from the attendance room.
Oh.
After it's the stairs.
Okay,
Called
well,
it.
thank you for telling me the answer.
We do gotta leave.
Mice.
Nice.
Nice.
12 of them.
The ring is coming from somewhere in here, sir.
Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it. Doesn't seem to be over here.
Oh,
Well, then look somewhere else, sir. Look
We're
around.
stuck into narrows.
Try to find it.
Same place.
Locker.
Check somewhere else.
I was trying to check the trash.
Oh,
can.
Oh.
It.
Is it in the shiny box?
Yeah.
Oh.
Doesn't seem like it got mixed up with the items in this lost and found pile.
so
Fabulous! Is that an Oscar?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, well, then it's not like the victim would have just dropped it somewhere, right, sir?
Walker.
I like the
Would
gold
be like a
Rubik's
locker
Cube.
or something.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, it's coming from the locker, sir. I was on it.
What? No, it can't be.
I mean, it can be. Oh, it's gotta be the victim's cell phone. It's right there. Look at it. Just, but whose locker is it, sir? Whose could it possibly?
It's Miss Tenero's.
Oh, that's not good.
Mice.
Nice.
Welcome back. It's mice.
It's Martian here.
So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Where did you find the phone?
I found it in the flight attendant's room in Miss Tenero's locker.
What? But
Rhoda Tenero.
no. I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenero right away.
Wait! I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the keycard. When the killer went to steal the keycard, he conveniently touched the cell phone in Miss Tenero's locker at the same time.
This is related to the key card, all right. In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer just did that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That is the one bird we cannot ignore.
Is there a bird?
What should I do? Francisca's right, I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright then. Why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? Must have something very incriminating on it. On or in it.
What now, Miles Edgeworth?
It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone.
What?
Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine the phone in more detail.
Okay.
The screen's broken. The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. Oh, I miss phones like this.
Yeah.
With the call buttons and everything.
Does it have a slide-out keyboard?
Oh, it's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling? Francisca, need you to confirm something. The cell phone, can it take pictures?
Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir. Come on.
This looks very similar, or looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine can take photos just fine.
I only communicate long distance through ink and parchment. I don't know about these newfangled devices. Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case. If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient person here for our killer smuggler.
But the phone's all busted up, sir.
Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone.
We should take out the SD card.
I'll find a way, don't you worry about that.
What year is this? Oh, may I go back to sleep now?
The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase that data.
What?
Not the teddy!
What do you mean by that, Francisca?
It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still there inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone.
Francisca, your phone, if you please.
Very well.
Well, how do I just... what?
It's transferring. All right, displaying it now.
This is...
Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case.
Hey, the alley friends are nowhere in the picture, sir.
So why did he take the picture? But this has no meaning as the piece of evidence in this murder case, right?
Are you sure?
Oh, she's right. There's not much that we can find out from this about Agent Hicks' killer, sir.
Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo that we can use?
Suitcase is still there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
That doesn't really help us. The fact that all the suitcases are here in this photo is odd.
Agent Hicks was still alive at the time. So what exactly is so odd about suitcases that haven't been used yet being there?
Yes, well, I was only pointing out things that are different between now and then.
Your off-topic ramblings have put this attendant to sleep yet again, Miles Edgeworth.
He's not that hard. I give a sleepy head here a rude awakening, a deafening objection, and a contradiction.
No, don't be loud. Loud is bad.
Down is the
Yeah.
great news.
What's all this?
You're back.
It's time.
I guess you're waiting for that one too, yes.
And we were to stick his hands out this entire fucking time. This just happened to be next to it.
You didn't plan that?
Yes.
That was an
Beautiful.
No. I was like, oh, I could do this right now if I wanted to, but that wasn't the plan. I was trying to shoot you.
Well, you missed. The chat is the other way.
Fuck. Oh well, they are cargo ships from Borginia to Zhangfei.
So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zhonghua. Monsieur LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there's no English written on them anywhere.
One cluster of boxes is written in Borginian. It says it's cloth in English.
Oh.
Cloth? Could it be? Is this for the killer? She likes cloth?
What? What's with the scary face?
Ms. Meal.
Yeah?
It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator.
Hmm.
He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is.
Ha! Maybe you should enforce your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth. The Virginian cargo and this piece of evidence. Oh.
Edgeworth.
Someone stole Edgeworth's line.
It happened.
It finally happened. Edgeworth gets the marshmallow down, or whatever it was.
The
True.
Virginian cargo and this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer. No.
And what is that supposed to prove?
The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilt. But there was one thing that bothered me about this whole time. Where did it come from?
Where did it go?
Who else could have known that that box was filled with cloth?
It was you, Cotton-Eye Joe! And now I finally found my answer in this very photograph. The cargo that was loaded in Shangfa had cloth written on it. In Borginian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed a piece from to clean up the blood with. So only someone who knew Borginian would have known that there was cloth in there.
Exactly.
That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Borginian. And the only crew member that fits the description is you, Miss Camille.
Hold it. No! That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Virginian.
I'm sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature.
What?
There was no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Borginian, well then... logically, the killer would have opened this box first.
Well,
Bed sheets?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it says bed sheets in English right on the box, sir.
Precisely. And bedsheets would have been perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say?
Hold it. So what are you trying to say?
That if I were the criminal, this box of bedsheets would have been what I would have spotted first.
however, the killer chose to use some Borginian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that?
The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold, so they were afraid to leave signs that the box for the sheets had been opened. However, with the Borginian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color.
Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zhengfa?
That's right. That is why the Borginian cloth was used. And the only Borginian reader on board who could have made such a calculated decision is you, Camille. You and you alone. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we would have to do is contact the Zhonghua authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. So what do you say, Miss Meal? Why not confess your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Zhonghua? I like the way the teddy bear holds up its hat.
He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. I also speak Borginian.
It's marching here.
Nice.
Nice.
We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir.
Very good, Detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that?
They're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. I think she
Did you check for cyanide tablets?
Nah, just bubble juice.
Okay.
That's good.
That's
It
still
was
not
scary,
good.
sir. Yeah.
She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Ms. Tenero,
I just want to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much.
here to us nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation.
But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passenger as a flight attendant. I hope that... Well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it.
No, I mean, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, we here at GoU Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go.
Even up a Twitter.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I can't believe you wound up investigating the whole day, sir. But boy, it was fun that you didn't die.
You speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Francisca?
Oh, she's filling out some customs paperwork for her departure.
Departure?
Yeah, Miss Von Kammer's already... Oh, it's really busy, sir. The cameo can only be for so long. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case.
Detective. Can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier?
You got it, sir. Bye.
I really hope I don't have to do another investigation today. Francisca.
I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chatter.
I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met.
I also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Just who do you think I am?
My sister? You are Francisca von Kammer, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect.
Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. A dancing Pierrot living her life on the name and fame her invincible father built.
True, your father, Manfred von Kammer, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible.
What are you talking about? Does she not know yet?
Does she not know?
The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of the big picture.
Sounds like a dangerous assignment.
You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself.
Yes, I suppose you can.
Plus, there is another agent on this case with me.
Oh, another agent?
He's a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows? You may even run into him one day.
I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths.
I suppose. But I doubt he would say the same.
I'm not following you.
You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back. In full.
What if it was Romain Latouche?
And just like that, she's gone, eh, sir? Thank goodness. I can finally rest easy knowing that I won't have to watch out for her whip again.
Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation.
I mean, it was nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. I think we'll go celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight.
Just how much did you cut his salary by, Francisca? Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office.
Oh, sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want. A wee woo wee woo.
Don't make a reminder, Detective. Safety first.
Oh. I mean, I only watched that one time.
Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Francisca von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Edgeworth speaking.
Whomst?
Sabs.
You are? Okay. Finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through.
And you all?
Have you gotten my voice, Miles, my boy?
Oh.
Von Karma isn't dead. Oh no.
Oh, Mr. Amano? Ernest Amano, correct? Do we know this guy?
Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. It's actually Sabs.
Okay, good.
So you do remember me. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son. He's been kidnapped. I now see who it is.
And
Yeah. I like Cammy. She's fun.
yeah,
That was fun. Save.
let's go ahead and save.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. I don't like
Hey?
that name of the next one.
Oh.
The kidnapped turnabout.
Shoot. I guess he was right then.
No. So, I guess Ark has to get ready to leave pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
have to do that.
You better get out of here.
Bye.
Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you
And he's
tomorrow or was it?
All right.
Hey, what are we doing tomorrow?
Scheduling.
We were here too?
It's we were here. We're not seeing Ark tomorrow.
Yes.
Well,
We're seeing Ark on Wednesday.
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yay.
But tomorrow, me and Jay will be back with more shenanigans with you here
Yeah,
too.
we'll be stepping further
I
into
am
that game.
Scared.
Why are you scared?
Oh, for no reason at all. It's not like these puzzles have been scary or anything.
No.
and, there's never anything bad happening or
Information
No.
is easy to share and describe. I don't know what you mean.
I am unaware of all of these things.
I think we've been doing pretty good so far for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, putting our foot
Don't
out.
stop.
Don't really.
Okay.
Okay, please.
Steppy.
Fuck you.
I.
Anyways. What kind of soup?
Bubble
juice.
soup.
Bubble soup.
Bubble soup?
Bubble soup.
I got some in my eyes before. It's not good.
It's not good.
That is how all soup tastes, actually. So I guess that would make sense.
What are you talking about?
No. Don't talk to me, you two utensils owning man.
Two utensils?
That's all I need, too.
Two of them.
Yeah, a knife for spreading and a fork for stirring eggs.
You don't have a
Not-
spoon?
I don't need one.
What are you talking about?
I don't have anything I need a spoon for.
Every time I learn J lore.
Jay.
I mean, I have a spoon around somewhere, I'm sure, but
The only thing I'll give him is that he has parents downstairs that he can borrow utensils for if he
fair
needed
enough,
them.
fair enough.
However, he only has one fork and one knife.
I gathered that.
Jay,
yeah.
You're crazy.
You just wipe them off.
I'm gonna get you a single spoon for Christmas.
The only mission I have is to get the peanut butter off the knife before mayo at lunch.
One chopstick.
I'll make it
Good
work.
night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you again, Dutchie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.